Hello guys, welcome back to the channel guys. Today, guess who we're talking about today? A YouTuber from Kenya that's called African Tigress. And I was scrolling along YouTube, and I just saw her with this live stream, and it's the same ongoing feud with her and Dee Mwango. I think it started last year, or probably the year and something now. But it seems as if African Tigress cannot let go of what the friendship that she had between she and Dee Mwango, because she claiming that Dee Mwango has hurt her. She has done a lot of stuff, and she's claiming that Dee Mwango has hurt her. And I understand friendships like that. It can be very painful, especially when you used to look out for that person, do a lot for that person, loan that person money, and and a lot of stuff they had going on between their boyfriends, between Jam Tour, JB, and Aaron Dante, and all this mess. They had secret for each other. But now African Tigress is out on YouTube here in this live stream talking about Dee Mwango again. Guys, let's listen to what some of the stuff them the African Tigress are saying.
Please do not watch this video. If you don't want to hear, because there's gonna be maybe
29.
There might be use of some language that's not very palatable, and there might be some stray bullets. So if you really don't want that, if you don't want to hear none of that, if you don't want, I respect my audience. I try as much as possible not to engage in any drama or sort of that people drag me into. So because
Guys, did you hear what she said? She said she tried her best not to engage in drama. So if you try your best not to engage in drama, why are you coming on your live stream and talking about Dee Mwango? Your title alone, guys, let me read the thumbnail of her title. The thumbnail of her title says, "Avoid this skunk," S-K-U-N-K, skunk. You know what that skunk means? When somebody calls you a skunk, it means that you're very stink. Avoid this skunk. This is her thumbnail on her live stream. And another part of the thumbnail says, "This obsession is scary." And another part of the thumbnail says, "Be careful of your ex-friends." So apparently, African Tigress and Dee Mwango, you see the title right here? "Leave me alone, Dee Mwango." That's what the title of our live stream was last night. And I told you, all of these thumbnails that she put on, "Avoid this skunk." Okay, that's very, very painful, and that's very disrespectful and dirty for somebody to say "avoid this skunk." Okay. Number two, this obsession is scary. Who is obsessed, African Tigress? Tell me who is the one that is obsessed, because I feel that if you and Dee don't like each other, you shouldn't still be talking about her, because I don't think I remember her, Dee Mwango, talking about you. But of course, you're saying that stuff that you guys went through, it is very painful, and a lot of stuff we don't know what goes on here in the public. But I am just saying, though, I understand your pain. I feel your pain, because sometimes you have some of these deceitful friends. Friends can be your worst enemy at times. They can be your worst enemy. You're thinking that, "Oh, I've got a best friend, I've got a good bestie," but behind your back, they're really burying you. They're stabbing you in your back like crazy. I know what you're going through. I've been there. Okay, I've been there. My family have been there. Okay, when you're in the United States, though, it's different. You guys are in Kenya. Okay, you guys handle stuff differently in Kenya, though. But I'm going to tell you why I feel that you should just drop it. Okay, just drop it and move on, because sometimes when you don't pay people any attention is the worst. When you ignore people is more of an insult than when you come out and address them like this. I understand that you said you could have made a video and you could have made a lot of money, and you're saying that you're more smarter than Dee Mwango, and you're saying that Dee Mwango calls you ugly, Dee Mwango called Sean Ara ugly. I understand that. I understand all of that. Trust me, I feel your pain. Oh, people can really hurt you. Even family members can even do that to you. Not only friends, but it's more hurtful when it coming from a friend, because when you consider that friend to be a good friend, when you used to take your money and loan that friend, when you used to help that friend with titles to their videos, when you used to help that friend used to come and confide to you, tell you about she's only using Aaron Dante and all that stuff, and then somebody ask you, or you ask somebody why Dee Mwango hates you so much. Dee Mwango says that it's just free to hate you. So I don't know why Dee Mwango would hate African Tigress like this. Dee, if you and African Tigress was such a good friend, she used to lend you and your brother money that she didn't even know your brother. And you come and you treat her like this, in this way, for her to come out and do these things to you. It's gotta be something deep. I know a lot of people are talking bad about African Tigress. I am not here to talk nothing bad about African Tigress, and I'm not here to talk nothing bad about Dee. But I can understand African Tigress's pain when somebody hurt you to the core, and she's saying that especially when they keep insulting you. Okay, let's listen to some more about African Tigress has to say.
That's all of you, my viewers. So I would want you to click out. But in the meantime, let me know if you are here, and let me know if you are here and where you are watching me from. We're going to give it the usual time, and I have a lot to unpack. I don't even think that one live stream,
you have a lot on your
this
chest,
video is enough to unpack
yes,
everything, but I'll try and unpack.
Right, I understand, but I'm going to tell you where you went wrong too.
Hour. All right.
African Tigress, I know what you're saying, that you have a lot of dirt on Dee. It's gonna get messy. You got a lot of bad stuff to say. You got a lot of things to do. You said you're educated, and you said you deal with stuff in a fashionable manner. I don't think you should have come out like this. I'm gonna try to read some of the comments. Hopefully I can get some of the comments from the live stream. Guys, let me read some of the comments to you from African Tigress's live stream. Okay? African Tigress has pinned this up first. She says, if you are part of the demon, D-E-E-M-O-N, she's calling Dee a demon squad, you are not qualified to address me. Your community is down in streets by gutters. Okay? This is what African Tigress is talking about here. Down in streets by the gutters. I promise to insult you and the unintelligent vessels that decided to procreate you, because a simple condom would have saved the world the garbage that you are. But you're intelligent, like jeans would not save you. Leave me alone, demon squad. That's what African Tigress is saying. And I don't think African Tigress should be talking like this on the YouTube streets. If you're claiming that you are so intelligent, you should not be pinning this up on your live stream. Okay, I understand that you're hurt, but you should not be doing this. You claim that you're better, so you should do better. Another comment here from somebody else, not from her pinned comments. YouTube is becoming toxic like TikTok. Some YouTubers have come here with Facebook mentality, and that's why they never get along, okay, with anyone. They trend every year just to find some relevance. Tigress, you have a class. You are winning. You are blessed. Don't give the streets time. That's what a comment was saying. Another comment is saying, I knew I was right about her. I was watching her Jamaican video months ago and pick up on a terrible vibes that she was fake. Okay, they're talking about Dee, that she was fake and using Jamaican content creators only for views. And when I do my research on her, I realize there is a lot of people out there that she scammed, and she's all about money, looking like a lizard and talking about Lamborghini all the time. I hope Kina stays far from her, because I can see that Esther Campbell is not into her anymore because of something she did. I agree with that. I think she did something to Esther while Esther is not messing around with her. I agree with that one. Okay, guys, let's read a couple more comments before we tune back into African Tigress. Thank you again, African Tigress, for giving us a whole break, a whole week break without having to hear that hyena laugh. They're talking about Dee. She laughs like a hyena. African Tigress, I hate to see you this way. Why are you getting worked up over Dee and her dead brain minions? She's running. Okay, here, the person saying, she's running around causing chaos in the motherland. Imagine she don't even know how many countries are in the continent of Africa, and she repeats it multiple times on her public platform. Okay, on her public platform. How in the world she was an English teacher, a world traveler with no knowledge? My dear, please move in silence and rise above drama. They are trying to distract you. Keep your eyes on the prize. I agree with that person. We're going to read one more comment and we're going to tune back into African Tigress. The other person said, and to think that I knew her from your channel. Runs to go and unsubscribe. Somebody say, telling people to unsubscribe from Dee Mwango's channel. You can tell that this has been weighing on your mind for a while. Let it out and move on. Don't let her drag you down. Stay positive. Okay, I understand. Okay, I agree with that. African Tigress, yes, I understand your pain. Like I said, I feel your pain. I know what it is like to deal with insecure, jealous, vindictive devils. I've dealt with that in my life here in the United States. I've dealt with people that you feed them and they stab you in the back. I've also had my Jamaican cousins, I've helped them many times, and they turn and look me right in the eye, stab me right in the back. So I know what you're talking about. I know the pain when somebody hurts you, but you have to stop. You have to just move on. Let this go, because this thing can cause you to have mental breakdown. Let's listen to African Tigress live stream again before we read some more of the comments.
Normally, if you know me, for everybody who's met me, some of you have met me in person, and some of you might know me in real life. And one thing about me, I'm totally a very peaceful person. I treat people how I would love them to treat me. I'm not the kind of person who would go and just try to treat people how I wouldn't want to be treated. I'm not the kind of person. I don't do that. A lot of times, I was sharing this with a friend earlier today, and I was telling them about the experiences that I've had and how sometimes you trust people that you think are friends, and I'm so stupid when it comes to that because I'm very
African Tigress is not about stupidity. It's about human being. You're a human. It's not about stupidity. That because you're trusting somebody. It's not because you're stupid. Everybody goes through this, okay? Everybody goes through this in life of trusting other people that we think that they were good for us. It has nothing to do with stupidity. Okay? Has nothing to do with stupidity. That's human nature. And I also think that Dee Mwango, Ayamara, congrats, Mom, David Jr. I think that family in the village there is a poisonous family. To what I've been hearing in that village of how Mara is just working those people, not paying them. You have Jin too in the banana field always coming at him. You got Mogesi talking about congressman come to make sure that he was dead after the accident. And they're working, they're highly into witchcraft. I think those people are evil, man. That woman claiming that she is a Seventh-day Adventist. I thought that woman was living a real good life by having, I didn't know that she wasn't married. How can you serve your God and claiming that you're such a Christian? Every video that I see you in, congrats, Mom, you're praying for people and you're living in a concubine kind of life and you're not even married. You're not showing no example for your children. That's why Mara is treating Rocio like that. And that's why Mara don't want to marry Rocio because his mama is not married herself. And you got 4 children for 4 different men. And you're not married, but yet still you're showing your kids these dirty, devious ways, and you're thinking that you're such a good old angel from Never Answer Village, and you're causing so much chaos behind the scenes, you and your children. You and your children are causing so much scene and causing so much pain in that village. How do you guys sleep at nighttime if you guys are doing that to your village people? Aren't you guys supposed to be your own Kenyan? I'm going to tell you something, African Tigress. I'm going to tell you where you went wrong in this. Okay? You went wrong in this. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to come back to you in a little bit. But let me finish talking about Miss Conrad's mom, David Jr., Dee Mwango, Ayamara. Okay? Ayamara is not a good person. His subscribers are thinking that he's the best person, but he's not. If this dude can come at me on Instagram and was using his baby's account to come at me just because I commented and said to him, you're in the streets of Argentina showing those white peoples the face of your baby, but you can't show your black subscribers your baby, and most of your subscribers are black. And this guy came at me the worst way. So that family, Ayamara, is no good. David Jr., I see you. You're no good. Dee Mwango, I used to like you, but I see where you're fake. And I don't like the way how you went to Jamaica and used my Jamaican people without giving them stuff during the hurricane. Okay, you're free to go wherever you want to go. Of course, we're not stopping you from going to Jamaica. But if you're claiming that you love Jamaica so much, right? And there was a big hurricane last year, you couldn't come out on your platform and says, you know what? I am so sorry for my Jamaican people. I love Jamaica so much. Even if you didn't have anything to give them, you could even come out and says, you know what, God, I'm trying to collect some money for these people in Jamaica to give them something because most of their homes are washed away by the hurricane. That's how much you treat us by you going to Jamaica. You use Kino, you use Esther, you use Shane, you use everybody that you can use, and you call yourself Love Jamaica, And you could donate to something and come out on your big platform that you have and couldn't come out to raise some funds for the Jamaican people them out there and give it to Kenya to distribute. Look at Carter Smith. Carter Smith went to New York. Carter Smith went and look at the barrels them that Carter Smith come back with to give his own people them. You claiming that you're Jamaican? You really don't care about the Jamaican people. You really don't care about the Jamaican people. You only want to use the Jamaican people for views. And you can't just go everywhere and burn your bridges like that. It is not cool. You don't know how to be a genuine person? Now everybody is looking at all of you Kenyans as scammers. Now, in the United States where I live at, there's a lot of Africans, but I don't associate myself with them. Because the reason for that is I'm looking at all Africans as scammers, which I'm really not even supposed to be judging like that. But by watching you and your family, it puts me in a situation where I don't even want to deal with no Africans, period. So Dee Mwango, African Tigress, the only thing I blame African Tigress for, and I will tell you in the end. But apart from that, I don't blame her for nothing else what she is saying, because she's hurt by you. Even though she didn't have to come on a live stream to do this, but this is how sometimes you can't tell people how to feel. You can tell people how to deal with their pain. This is what she has to deal with. And at first, I was very mad about her for this. I think we had an heated conversation before. But now I can understand exactly what this lady is going through. Because when you have demons like you are, when you have snakes like you are, people will give you guys your heart. And you will turn around and laugh at them and stab them in the back. Look at how you did Jam Tours. Jam Tour is Jamaican. Jam Tour is my Jamaican brother. Look at the way you treat. That simply means you don't really fuck with us for real. So why should I claim that I like you so much when you don't even like my own Jamaican people the way you treat my Jamaican people then? You went to Jamaica. Look at all of a sudden Kenya has a new empress now. You ain't the empress no more. You had to have done something to the Kenya and Esther why they're feeling like that. And everybody's saying the same thing about you in the village. You're fighting with everybody in your village. So Dee Mwango, you do have a problem. And one of my family members, you know what one of my family members said about you? When I told her what African Tigress did, she said, I don't blame African Tigress. African Tigress should have taken down your whole entire channel. That's what one of my family members said. So that simply means you really is a problem. And you need to look into yourself. And if you know you hurt African Tigress, you need to come and apologize to her before she turn around and take your whole entire channel down. Be a woman and apologize for what you did. You did hurt her. You did say shit about her. You did do stuff about her for her to be feeling like this. Guys, let's continue to listen a little bit more and let's wrap it up and let me tell you exactly where African Tigress went wrong in this end. Okay?
100% until they show me who they are. And then I know there's this type of people in life who you gain their trust over time. I envy those people because I can't be that. I just trust people, I give, I share, and until they show me who they are,
you're like me.
That's when I retract.
You're like me. You understand that?
If I hurt somebody, I would say sorry.
You hear what she said? She said if she hurt somebody, she'll say sorry.
I haven't done wrong.
Why can't Dee Mwango come out and apologize to African Tigress if she has done her something wrong? But the reason why I'm doing this, creating this reaction video, okay, the reason why I'm creating this reaction video, I told you I was gonna tell you why I have a problem with African Tigress in the end, not with how she's feeling, but African Tigress went as far as striking Dee Mwango's channel. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I have with this. Because when you strike somebody's channel, they can only have 3 strikes. And the way our African Tigress showed the thumbnail, Dee Mwango's really using our thumbnail for real. And African Tigress showed another video again in the Nigerian series that Dee Mwango is doing. She also used her thumbnail again the same way our African Tigress use it with the grass cutter and the animal holding up the antelope and the grass cutter with the same lady. And African Tigress did this 3 years ago, and Dee Mwango went and copied everything. Dee Mwango, I'm going to also do a reaction on Dee Mwango again. Because like I said, I used to like Dee Mwango. And at one time I didn't like African Tigress. But no, that's not so anymore. By African Tigress coming out and speaking like this, I can see definitely why she's hurting. Dee, I think you was wrong when you tried to copy her thumbnail. That was very wrong for you to do. Okay, and the way how you're talking about her and insulting her, that's the problem that she has, why she strike your channel. And just like she said, she can take your old channel down if she wants to, but she's being nice to you. Okay, and my advice to you is to apologize to her if she will accept your apology and stop insulting African Tigress. So the only thing I have to say about African Tigress, I feel your pain. I know what you're going through. I don't blame you. Maybe you can get it off of your chest once and for all and don't speak about it anymore and just continue with your life. Okay? But please don't strike Dee Mwango's channel. Because if you do that, she's going to go right back down to the dirt in Kenya. And I know a lot of people would like to see her and her family down in the dirt. But you don't have to do an eye for an eye. Okay? Because if you have a good heart, let it go and God will help you to heal. Because somebody did the same thing to me and used my whole entire video that I've created and come back at me. Nasty. When I tell you the nasty way. And it was a whole Jamaican too. And I said at one point I was going to strike the channel. But you know what? I started it and I canceled it. And I said to myself, God will take care of that. You too will see that person in time. And you too will deal with that person in time. I'm going to keep my hands free. I'm going to keep my heart pure and clean. And you should do that too. Do not strike her anymore. Don't take her channel down. Let her live to see you, because maybe you're going to be bigger than her. Okay? So I don't know why Dee Mwango would be so jealous of you. She has more subscribers than you. So why is she copying everything you're doing? Why she's in Nigeria? This is another part that I forgot to say. I remember at one point she was over there in Nigeria showing that how people eat rats and everything else like this. And reactors had to come out yesterday and says, show up a video where Dee Mwango was eating a monkey in Tanzania. They eat bugs in Kenya. They eat rats in Kenya. So why is she acting like it's only the Nigerians that eat all of these animals? These are bush meat, they're saying. And they don't eat them every day. And they're more expensive than other meat. And they eat them sometimes. And she does that too. So why is she coming out? And as a matter of fact, Nigeria looks better than Kenya. Sorry to say. But it does. It looks way better than Kenya. Way, way better. Stop following African Tigress. Do what you're doing. Leave African Tigress alone. Dee Mwango, like what she says. Do your own thing. Stop following Christmas lists going to the hood. Because one of these days, the hood people are going to come at you. You see what happened to Coco Girl? If you continue insulting people like that, that's what's going to happen to you worse than Coco Girl. Okay? Because Coco Girl has white skin. So they had mercy on her. Remember, you got black skin, and it's probably going to be worse more for you. You guys need to live together in unity. This woman help you. African Tigress help you, and this is how you pay her. She's hurt. And my family want African Tigress to take your channel down. That's what my family was saying when they heard of it. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. This is a mess right here. This is a complete mess that's going on between these Kenyan people. That's why nobody could pay me to go to Africa. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, comment, and share, guys. And we'll see you in another one. Bye, African Tigress. I hope you can watch this video, and I hope you can feel good or have some closure or just stop and just move on. Just move on, okay?